Alright, today on Gaming with Rin, we are back with Enshrouded. So today, we're continuing our, revitalization of the Veilwater Basin City, because this is our current project, right? I'm bored of exploring, I want to start renovating. Maybe we'll go back and do some mini questing things as the developer unlocks things, or as I, realize I've forgotten some stuff and want to go back and do it. Alright. So, you're hungry. Well, I suppose I should feed you. Oops. You have anything you can eat? You can have water, I guess. Or I can eat these boiled eggs. Let's do that. There you go. Okay, so last time we had done the sort of the first phase, which is the alchemist mill. I've put the apprentice lady here, so now she's holding the fort down here. So we did this place. So today, I guess we'll go across the street, and we'll handle the blacksmith shop, which is all this stuff. So I'm going to actually remove this piece. We'll start by getting rid of this. Alright, we don't need any of that. What's this? We don't need this either. Is there one? Oh, there's that too. Okay, so we have a space here where we can start with the workshop. Do I want to leave these? I think we can get rid of these too. I'll leave that one, because I don't care if that one's sort of like a wall. But I don't like these two. This would be a doorway, and this can be like a shop front, or this can be a shop front, and maybe I'll build this into a new doorway. We'll think about it. Okay, so we're gonna first off need more building supplies, of course. I don't think they're gonna need a boat. So we're deconstructing first. We don't need a boat. They're a blacksmith, they're not a boat craftsman. Alright. And then this is gonna be a back door. What's up here? We have a balcony space here as well, so we can put another bedroom if we need to. Because remember, we have two peoples in the blacksmith. So we need to maybe do two beds. So maybe we'll do one person lives above and one person lives inside over here. So maybe we can do two houses. And then the shop. Okay, let's go with that design for now. Do I want to leave this wall like this? Yeah, it's fine. Let's go see what it was going to take to build the crafting stuff. Because if we're going to have a blacksmith, he's going to need all his doodads and gadgets. And then we'll... Technically, I'm supposed to do the structure pieces first. But, you know. He's gonna need his gadgets. So, we have this thing, which is charcoal and stone. Charcoal and stone. That one's the easiest to do. Alright. This one, and then we can also do this one, it's just stone. This one requires bricks and a crucible. Crucible will be sand and Springlands dirt. And we're gonna need more bricks again. Springlands dirt and sand. What are we doing? And we're gonna need bricks. I have 8. So I'm also gonna need the clay, right? Clay? Do I have any? Or is the clay all in my... I have 71 clay. Alright, we're gonna have to throw all of that into the thing to make bricks, I think. We might have to do a clay run as well, we'll see. Yeah, I think we're gonna be like... Oh, like, too short. No, 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 we need bricks. Bricks. Do the bricks. Alright, so I'm gonna have to go for a clay run. What else can we do? Iron bars and wood planks. Hold on, is that the one we need? Smithing tools, iron bars, 5. Okay, we can do that. And this one's gonna be more bricks, okay. So we definitely need more clay. And we're also gonna need the bellows, which is conifer logs, linen, and leather. So we're gonna get flask, conifer logs, linen, and leather. Dum 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 dum. There's 2 more. Alright. Then we gotta make one more. Circle of life in the flax production. Okay. That's for linen production. And then we also have to look at leather. Okay. Leather. So we need salt to make leather. But I might have enough leather here, actually. Okay, so we'll grab that. We just need this thing to finish in 3 minutes. We have enough time to go gather some more clay. Alright, let's go do that. Now, if we recall, the clay was sitting somewhere on this mountain. Although I should probably have waited till morning so I can see it better. Let's go back. Oh, what am I doing? Nope, no, no, we're gonna go back and rest. Oh, it's way too dark out. Alright, home sweet home. No, I don't want to pick my bed up. I want to sleep in it. Okay. Oops. This room got very dark for some reason. I need another light on this wall now that I didn't need before. Alright, so we're gonna go back over here and we're gonna go get clay. So the clay is typically, see the red spots over there? That's the one I typically go for. There's a lower deposit over here on this wall too. This one though I might have to build up to. That might have been a bad idea. Yeah, okay, let's try that again. I don't want to waste time carving a path up to it. Try again. We'll go to the higher one again. Yeah, let's go to the one on this side. Why is it pointing me down so far? It's gonna make me climb up. Okay, so that didn't work out like it did or I should say last week, where it just let me get right to it. I don't know why it's making me jump. Climb so hard to get to it. The gliding didn't work as easily this time. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm stuck! Yeah, it's like my wind is no longer rising as high. Okay, so let me dig down from here maybe. You're gonna make me work for this. I saw the clay, where is it? I'm Minecrafting this. That's a dick move. Why are you being a jerk on and not allowing me to get to the clay? Like, what? Why are you being a jerk? Why is my stamina drain so high? This is not going to be a building episode, it's going to be the bitching about accessing resources and being jerked around on stamina deaths. Alright, well we got to the clay finally. I gotta go get all my stuff back too. Why is this moving further and further away above me? Shouldn't I be getting closer to it? We're building a little Minecraft tunnel here. Oh, whoa, whoa. We have light. What the hell is going on here? Why is this suddenly so slippery? We need to get up higher. What the fuck? Why is it suddenly slipping me all the way back? Like, I don't understand why some of the stone is super, super slippery and some of it is not at all slippery. I need to get my stuff back. Those are my building supplies. Like, now I'm just sliding further and further away. Like, I don't understand why the object is moving away from me. Like, what's going on here? It was 6, now it's 8? Like, what's going on here? Am I sliding? Okay, now we're back at 6. This is now below me. In this direction, 5 feet. It says it's supposed to be right here. I don't see it. What the? What the fuck was that? And now suddenly you're not letting me jump up here. Even though you let me walk straight up the first time. There. Like, I needed those bricks and all this other crap. So I need to find a better coal or a clay deposit if that one is going to start dicking around with me. Because last time I got clay, no problem by just floating to it. This time it didn't let me glide. To get to the height I needed to get to the other side of the deposit. Alright, so keep at it. We gotta put more clay in here. Take half of it. Alright. We'll take these. Still got a ways to go on that. Okay. So we need the linen, which should be done after all that. Okay. Yoink. And that should give me the next thing. Alright, so we're trying to get this, which we also need the conifer logs. I hope I still have 10 left. We're running out of conifer logs. We're gonna have to go hunting those too. Shoot. We're gonna need those too. Conifer logs is up here, right? Where's my lore? So tell me where to find it? I think it was in here. No, not lore. Crafting. So if I want to do... How do I figure out where the thing is? I want to build the thing at the blacksmith. The thing at the blacksmith requires... Go back down here. I'm going through this. Conifer logs. How do I find out more about conifer logs? I would have expected I'd be able to go to journal. Why am I expecting I should be able to go to journal, check lore, and then find a list of where to find these things? So I just have to remember. That's what you're telling me? I'm supposed to just remember? I think it was the Albanave. That's my best guess. Because conifer trees are pines, which are essentially evergreens, right? So I'm assuming they're in snow version, but I'm using my knowledge of trees more than my game facts here. So these do not look like... Well, let's see if these are... There's a lot of trees down here. Are these the right trees? Yeah, they'll give me some conifer logs. They're also giving me wood, which I do not want. I want conifer logs. Let's stock up because we're low. Oh. Why are you being a dick, Mr. he trying to help me knock the trees down? Is that what he's doing? Or is he trying to kill me again? Well, that was a pain in the ass. Why is this giving me wood and not conifer logs? Why would the type of log change? I suppose we're also getting some resin, which is nice. I guess that should be enough. Alright, go back. No. Okay, I could have used the door, but sure. How are we doing? We're at 80 yet? We're at 62. Keep at it. 80 is a lot of bricks, huh? Alright. So you can now do this. And now we're going back up here. So we just need one more iron bar. Another iron bar. Okay. That'll be 10 minutes. And we need this guy, right? Oh, we do have enough. We just need the crucible. Crucible is what we needed more for. Crucible. Okay. We got this one, this one, this one, and that one. We just need this one. And for that one, we just need more bricks. 8 more bricks and one more iron bar. So we're gonna be 9 minutes for that, so we'll come back, I think. We'll just start with what we got. Okay. So we don't have to change the structure or the layout of the front shop too much. We just have to decide where we're gonna put stuff. And then we gotta go construct the rooms in the back. Oh, I forgot. I probably should have got light. Okay, so we've got our general blacksmith spot and our general tools. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put the charcoal pit too. Okay, so I want to put this on the end, like here. I don't want to put it like flat on the wall. No. Why is this going under? Why? Snap, man, snap. There we go. Okay. Maybe the center of this space? Maybe I want to convert the wall behind it into a stone. So let's pick this up. Let's go back to this. So I only have 26 stones. Actually, let's go make some more stone too. I should like decompose these. Do I really need them to be traps? Alright, let's get some building supplies too while we're at it. Because we're gonna need to do the construction for the housing. Because we have 2 people who need bedrooms. I don't think I want to put the daughter and the father in the same bedroom. They are not lovers. No incest jokes here. She's a grown woman. She needs her own space. Okay. So we're gonna need shell limestone. Good enough. 500. No, I hit the wrong button. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Alright, so we're going to go back to this now. So we're going to remove some of this. And we're going to make it stone, I think. Right? Hold that thought. I'm gonna do that last one. I might be going a little too large here. Alright. So then we're gonna go to stone and we're gonna do something a little fancier. I wanna do one of these thingies? Where? And then like a flat back wall. Like something like that. I think I like it. Well, let's just now we have a flat back wall. Let's just I want to do like a okay. How big is this thing? Like I can do something similar to what was in the other room, so we're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave them space. So I need her thing to not stick through the wall. like there, and then we're gonna build around that. Maybe like... So now you got some, you know, ventilation, I guess. I can even open this up a little more. Alright, so I'm gonna need lighting, but at least we have a start there. And then we got... this thing. Like... so. So we start out with that, and then I need our tools, which we can throw against the wall here. Now where do I want the door to be? This one or this one? Or this one over here? Okay, so then I can close this side off, maybe. And then make over here be the main door. This is the window right now. Maybe I can get this one on a better angle here. Out one more. It'd be nice if I could have like an angle. Okay, now it's like I want to move this a little bit to the left. Maybe it's fine. So on this angle, like I could also move this and put the door through this side. The sign is... there is no... the sign would have been here. Up there. Or over top of this. So it's telling me either this entrance or that entrance. I don't think I want it chewing up this much of the square. That one can stay. These ones can go. So I think it would make more sense to have the door be on this side. And then have this, and this be windows. So we're gonna do... like so. See what that looks like. I can probably bring it back down one more. I don't understand why it puts a border there. Okay, I should go sleep so I can have better lighting. We're currently borrowing this bedroom. Sleep, man, sleep. Okay, so we're going back up this way. Alright. So this guy is now a door. It's underneath the sign, right? So I'm trying to stick with that. And then over here... Nope. Slid out further than I wanted it to. We'll go up 2. And then I think we might have to add some... like so. And then we're gonna come back on this side with some brick. What's going on here? Alright, and then we're gonna do like just a border around the doorway. We're gonna do this faster with like a cross piece. That's where I wanted it. And a full more. Like so. What's up there? So we've got some space up here, which we also do not need. I can dismantle this stuff. We're getting rid of you. I don't think I want a loft up there. I think I just want a high ceiling. I can't see. Why is that one forcing me to keep that? Why does this need to stick out so far? Reclaim some of this entrance space. What is attached to that? That's not letting me remove it. Too far. Sneezing. Okay, so then we're gonna put a row here. Like so. Can I bring this back? No. Okay, so that has to go that far in to satisfy the window on this side. Okay, so then we got a line across here. I can fill that in with a solid wall. Do it a little bit faster. Like so. Let's just shore that wall up as well. Alright, now I wanted a beam that goes, I guess, across here. So at least we're consistent. It doesn't look a little weird. Just make sure outside didn't look strange. Okay. So here we got our door. And it was 4 by 5, right? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we got a little space here that we gotta close off. Okay, so there's our door. And then we've got all these window spaces. And then we're gonna do a solid wall here. This space is gonna go down into housing. So this is gonna be one of the 2 rooms, or we need a bathroom. So this is the entrance lobby. We've got an exit to the back and stairs up here. So maybe I should finish off this space. Alright, so that's done. Okay. I can just clip off this last side. And then we're gonna put a doorway over here. We'll frame that in that. And then this gets to be one person's bedroom. So we're gonna put the windows over here and here. And then maybe one window here. And one window here. I'm gonna fill that in. Now, hold on. Do I want to do that in wood or stone? Is the question. Right, and then we'll fill the betweens with stone. Hold up, let's sort of do a mix of both. I don't like it. So I guess we're gonna do betweens with wood. Okay, we're gonna need more supplies. So this one is gonna have to move this window or remove that window. So if I want to do another floor above, I could. At about this height. Right? And then I would have to do like stairs up to it. Okay, and then we're gonna bring this back. We're gonna move this one. Or I can shorten this on this side. Build this backwards. Can I go back one more on this side? Alright, I wasn't going to use a second floor space, but there's enough of it that it sort of warrants trying, I guess. This, and that's this. Mm-hmm. Nope. There we go. So this might be storage or something. Alright. Alright, so we have a little loft here for some purpose. I can fill this in too. Alright, I don't think I need this window. And then need to make more stuff. Finish closing that off, but okay, we have a loft space here, like the entrance desk could be here, or I could put a toilet in here. What else do I have? Do I have enough space for... So this is gonna be a door into this way. Right? And then we're just gonna clip the side of this wall off. Right, so then we have a door going this way, which I can actually bring this out a little bit more. So we got two doors, one going to the left, one going to the right. And then this guy... Alright, and then I can sort of just... Do I need this maybe? This is... We've got a kitchen space here. And the question is, how far below do I want to go? Do I want to just build it up at this length? Or do I want to keep using the lower space? Put another... Like, I gotta get another room below. This is gonna be the main kitchen. Actually, you know what? Because it's gonna be a main kitchen, I don't think I need to do... Oh, it won't let me, because I started decomposing it, I guess. It doesn't recognize it was a door anymore. I could leave this open. And use this sort of as a public kitchen. Well, a shared kitchen between the two folks. And then I need another staircase somewhere to go up to another loft space. Maybe this one should go sideways in the other direction. Like here. So, you know, it goes up, and then one side is like storage or bathroom. One side's bedroom, and down here is the kitchen. And then there's another bedroom outside. Okay, and then we're just gonna fill this up. I'm just gonna go until I run out of materials, and then we'll make more materials. Still have some, stone. Whoops. Right, so then we have... Right, so we got a stone steps going this way. And then we're gonna have stone steps going up in either direction. Alright. And then go. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this. Okay, and then this goes up this way. And then we gotta fill in the floor on this side. I can bring this floor down a little bit more, maybe. Is that gonna be enough? It's a little bit of a loft space, but it might be okay. Do you want to do like a... I have to go even lower. Okay. Ah, we fell. So then we're gonna take another step off. Try putting it at that height. Ooh, that height. How's that? Not quite. It still needs to want to. It still wants to go down one more. That's one step in this direction isn't so bad. Okay. You can do that. How's that? Now, I can do this in wood, or I can do this in stone. This is in stone. But this section of the building seems to be at a wood phase. So maybe I want to make this wood. I can frame it in stone. Like, doing this. Okay, and then maybe... this whole section goes back into... Okay, so then we have stairs that are building up here, and then a framed section here that becomes wood. We gotta go make some more materials, but that's where the stairs are gonna come in and be framed. So we come in the door. We have space here for like a front desk or something where you can take orders, and then over here's the workshop. So we can put the tools over here. Wrong button. This is the workshop. I need the other thing here, which we have to go back for, right? What else do we have? We gotta figure out where we're gonna put this charcoal thingy. Typically that goes outside, right? Just here? My other option is over here. I think I'll put it over here. Like, this is gonna be where we stop the horses. Like a hitching post or something. I'll leave it there for now, it's fine. What else we got? Nothing. Okay, so we're gonna get more shell limestone and more wood. Alright. So generally, what I didn't put in the alchemist space is a bathroom. And I didn't put a second bedroom because it was a smaller space. So she kind of has like a guest bed, and she's using the toiletry stuff at the pub. So I mean I can redesign that later if I have time to work through that problem. But I would like everyone to have like a bathroom space and and the necessary kitchen and bedrooms. Like I want to pretend it's a real village, right? I don't want to say, you know, shallowly they don't have the spaces that they need. It has to be a functional living village. Alright. Good for now. Let's see if that's good enough. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so it's starting to look more like a little hobby house there. I'm gonna go to my workbench. I might consider moving the workbench a little closer. Right now it's all the way in here. So we need wood. And then I'm gonna make some more of the stone too. Okay. Okay. So, this building. We're coming through here, and we're gonna put a desk down here. We've got some storage underneath the stairs. We're building the loft space here. So we want to get the floor in. Is that right? And I was going to frame it with stone. Okay. Maybe just fill it in with wood, it's fine. And just make sure I didn't get that sticking out on the side. No, it looks okay. This is a pretty large space. Wonder if I can get 2 bedrooms on this side and I can use the space on the other side for something else. Okay, and then we have... Okay. So if I want to do 2 bedrooms, I need spaces with lighting. So I have 1 window here and 1 window here and no windows on this side. So it makes me wonder if I should just leave it to be one very large space. Or I should open it up with more windows. So if I want, I could put like... right? And I can split this into a... very narrow sort of... Is that going to be enough space? I can do something like a small bathroom over here. If that's the case, I'm going to need a doorway. Or at least an idea of the size of a doorway. So the doorway is size 5 high, right? So can't easily do this, but I can put like a folding screen here. Yeah, I want it to be in the same... That's where it wants to be. So I can do a folding screen across and a little bathroom up here. And then sort of like a... like so. Be a little bit stylized with it. So that's the bathroom. And then do a door on this side for the other little bedroom. Right? So now we've got... I can bring this out even further, I guess. Get rid of this one. Oh, we also need to get rid of this one. Okay, so then we have space here for a bathroom. Okay, I'm gonna need lighting before I can do that, but at least this is a full bed space for one person. This is a bathroom that can be shared. Back in this space. I'm gonna fill that in. I need lighting. And then this could be like a little upstairs little lobby thing. And this can be storage on this side. Okay, so we got front entrance of the shop, workshop, kitchen, like a large kitchen space, which means I don't need this whole thing down here. I could even put a toilet spot in here. As an alternative to space here. Okay, so now, what am I doing? Wrong button, wrong button. now we're going back to just wanting to leave this open. Because I can put... Aw, shoot. Nope. Yeah, we're gonna remove that. We're gonna fix the roof later. Alright, so now I'm back to wanting to leave this open. I'm putting just like a door on the end here. Back behind. I still like the door on this side. And then we'll just maybe close this off instead. Okay. And we got... Oh, wasn't low enough? There we go. We got this thing in the corner here. It's kind of broken. Alright, so now we got a sort of a circular room with a big bed here. So let me put a bed there, and then an open space for whatever. Which is a little nicer, and again we still have storage. And then down here can be the kitchen and the bathroom in this corner, maybe. And I can actually... So the oven space they want me to use is here. But I can lower the oven down to the... down to the bottom floor here. Like, you don't have to use what you don't want. I'm gonna put this all the way back. Digging. Alright, so we're gonna bring this down. And then we're gonna pick this up. So all this space is the fireplace. Right? And I can close that in a little further down. Okay. Nope. And then we're gonna bring that around. to figure out how we want the stairs to come down. So, I mean, what I have here is functional. I just don't think it's very pretty. So, actually, alright, so that's the proper spacing for that. Now we gotta have this thing come over. How's that? So it goes sort of on an angle instead. I'll push it back one more. Now I just have to turn off. Nope. Like, I don't have to have straight edges. Do I? Alright, so now I can cut, like if I want, I can put a straight wall here to encourage you to go treat this like. Okay. A little bit different. I think it would look better if it was straight. It would look a little bit more ordered. So what we could do is take these away. And then we're going to straighten this out in this direction. Oops. And put a shelf or an alcove here. Like so. This way and then this way. And this is a double step, so we can take this back. Like so. Okay, that's a little neater than the angled floor. And then we can bring this back one. And then we wanted a bathroom nook. Like, it's literally just gonna be a toilet and a... Like, we don't need them to have the bathhouse, but as long as they have a sink and a toilet, that should be enough. Then we have this big open space to the outside, which I can just turn into a nice little window. Uh-huh. And then I gotta close off. Like so, for the kitchen, for the oven. We have a slight underhang here on this side. So I gotta take, this back to get the curvy sort of shape. Actually, this one can go. Just for stylization here. So we have the same sort of shape going here for the fireplace. Do I want to bring it out one more? Like so? Okay. So in the kitchen, we have space for a table, and we have space in there for just a little basic bathroom. Cool. So now I need to get lights and the rest of the gadgets, and maybe the doors. So I need, and I also need to finish this place up here. Whoa. Okay, hold that thought. That ended up sticking out the side. Okay. So this one... Did I leave myself enough supplies to finish this? No. Okay, so we're gonna need more of the wood. And then I gotta figure out the ceiling. And we still have to go back for that stuff. So... we have to go out of the bounds because otherwise the stuff doesn't respawn. So that's a good thing to remember when you're building. Don't kill stuff inside the bounds or you'll lose it, like, permanently. You'll have to replant it yourself. Every time you log in, it respawns to the standard map game state. Outside of your building ranges. Alright. We've almost got the structure shored up. Alright. So yeah, I like the way it looks on the outside. I just need to figure out how I want the roof to go.
Hi.
So we want more of the wood. And we want some of this too. Okay. So we're going outside. And then up to this apartment. And in here. Okay, so do I want to just do like a easy slope in this direction? Like so. And then the same thing on this side. Like that. Going back to this. Alright, and then we got a flat roof. Like so. So we have a little bit of a slopey thing. I don't like flat roofs, to be honest. Flat roofs are not practical in any sense. Can I get on top of that roof? Okay, can I just temporarily build a set of stairs here to help me up here? Yeah, it's not practical in any sense of it. Oh, come on. And up on the roof. Okay, so we gotta also fix up this stuff. That's a lot better. Well, it's filled in, but it doesn't do the thing for us. Uh-oh. What is it? Like, it's really hard to make it go to the level I want it to on the roofs. It's a pain in the ass. It's like, go down, go down. No, you're not gonna go down? Like, I don't want it to stick out like that. I want it to go down. Like that. And then do the same thing on this side. Go down and back. Like that. Fine. Can I get like a individual... Like... well, it's a little bit better than it was, I guess. Then we got this side down here. In here. Oh look, there's a chest right here. I don't have a lockpick. What? I already opened it. What, I relocked it too? Okay, dismantle that shit. I think this is gonna go. We're gonna put a door here and they can make use of the balcony. Okay, this has to be... Alright, so then we'll put a door in that space. I'm probably gonna remove this because it hangs too low. Okay. So now this gets to be the main blacksmith space, I think. He can have the nice balcony for himself to look out over the other side of the city. And then his daughter can live in her own little apartment out on the other side. Up here. Now we do have to fix up this floor. Alright, and then we needed some wood. Finish off our wood floor. Whoops. Our wood flooring here. And then we just have to fill this bit in. Okay. And then we're gonna fill in this section. I'm okay with this being, I think I'll go above and do that roof, though. Oh, come on. On this side, on this side. Okay, so, can I get rid of this? I don't like that. Let's just make it fully go up. That is too large. Let's go with the smaller one and go gradually. Nope. No, hold on. Trying to point to this thing and remove this one. It's not going to the angle I'd like it to be at. Okay, so we want it to come out over to this far, right? Oh, for fuck's sake. Like, it'd be nice if I didn't have to walk. If I could, like, use, like, a drone style. Where I can point out what I'm doing without falling off the side of the building. Okay, so we want to go down about there. What's going on? You don't want it to go in. That's about as far as I can go in that direction. Now I gotta go over here. Come on, want to go down. And one more. Okay. Now we want to make sure the other side is... Yeah, the other side looks fine. So now I just have to sort of get it to meet somewhere in the middle. Right? Oh, frigging. Roofs are a pain in the ass. So where is the tip gonna be here? Like, no, it has to be... there? I just sort of have to fill it in. And then adjust that other side. One more back. Okay, and then we've got... filling. Alright, and then we're gonna take these off. And that off, and that off. We're just gonna fill down on this side and then adjust the walls accordingly. Oh boy. Nope, I want this thing removed and that thing. In, down, in, come on. Down, click down. I don't understand why I have to do this in two pieces. Do we have enough? Barely? Alright. And then we just have to sort of... Alright. And then we're just gonna build walls. Little walls. In wood. On this bit. Like so. Like, we have a little bit of an edge on here, which I can just frame with a lip of roof. I'm missing one piece, but that's okay. Nice an eavesdrop or something. Now we just should close off that side with wood as well. Like so. And then I'm gonna do this one. And then all the little corner pieces. block building. So we're framing, put a window on top of here. Like so. Like, or do a really tall window. And then figure out what I want to do with that. Make these ones a little bit different. I want to do... no, it's fine. I'm just fine with this. Do a wide window. And more lighting. And close all this shit off. Alright. And then we got back up here. Even go like, be artsy about it. So if I want to do 2 blocks, maybe the third one up. And 2 blocks and the third one up. And then that means I go out. Something like that. And then just 2 basic ones and 1 basic on this side. Should give me enough light. I tend to prefer more light. Like if I do double, just open it up so that we can get the natural lighting. I mean, it's a pretty little city. I can even build a balcony if I want, but I don't think I need to. If I give her more light, I don't need the balcony. So, let me get rid of these stupid stairs. There. So now I need to go get lighting. I need windows. I need like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I need 1, 2, 3 doors at least. 4 doors. 4 doors and at least 7 windows. I can actually do those over here. I think I have wood from cutting stuff down. And then we gotta go back for lights and the rest of our gadgets.
Hi.
Hello. Let's see. So we got 1, 2, 3, and then the windows. Guess I need a 7. Alright, let's just do regular windows. Because they're cheap and easy. Let's be practical. We can always replace them with fancier stuff later. There's like, this is our first cut, man. They're still poor. Okay, so then we want a door. Door number 1. Let's have it stick out on this side, then we open. Okay, that's door number 1. Door number 2 is this one. Oh, I needed one more door. Door number 2. Which actually I have to turn it around. Don't I? Yeah. Pick that up. Yeah, that is so much better. Door number 2. I need to do the one upstairs to the other bedroom. Door number 3. And we'll do the windows in here. Okay, so I need a larger window, or I can just stylize it with one piece. But I need, I have to fix this too. That goes away. Alright. Alright, so we got the framework in. We're missing like a window here. We can do a different window if we want. I'm fine with these staying open. Although I can theoretically try and find a gate that looks something like that. Upstairs, we need a door for sure. We need a door here. I'm gonna leave this kitchen space open. So I need 2 more doors. 2 more of the basic doors. Then we'll go back for lights and equipment.
Hi.
Let's see what it looks like from the outside here. Totally fine with that. Alright, so we're gonna do here. That's totally fine with that. I need to a couple windows here. Oh, and we're gonna need another door. Okay, that's fine. I can live with that. Although I think I should probably turn it around on the other direction. How's that? Yeah, I think that works better. We're still gonna need one more downstairs for the bathroom, but that's okay. Let's go back. We need clay bricks. And our iron bars. that's the last piece we needed there. And then I needed steel over here. And the flammable goo. And put away some of this other stuff. Wood, dirt, sand, springlands dirt. Stone. I don't think I need charcoal right now. Oh, hold on to it for a second. We need coal. Coal. I make these things so often you think I remember. And there we go. Alright, man. So we're looking for... These are new. Maritime shower, maritime bathtub, maritime toilet. Those are fancy. So we want one of these. He's just gonna have basics. I need one more metal scrap. Are we out of metal scraps? Do I have to go gather some?
No.
I'm getting there. Okay, and then the toilet. We're looking for lighting. No slot in backpack. Of course not. Let's put some stuff down. You can have my, They're twiggies? Yeah, my twigs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should be enough. I want a desktop for a counter for the front of the shop. Like one of these. Again, no slots available, of course. Put down the conifer. Conifer. So we're gonna do one of these counter things. And we'll come back. Get some of that in. Alright. So we're gonna need a light in the front hall. Where's my 6 lights? Right here. So we'll put one here. Move it a little bit more to the left. And center it there. We're gonna need something in the workshop. Center wall over here. This guy is gonna go onto this side. Right? Well, presume there's draining at the other side, maybe. What happened here with the... We lost a... There we go. Okay, so we've got all of our workshop stuff here, and then outside that wall is charcoal. We can do some more stuff there in a second, but let's just do... Front hall has the countertop for the shop. So we're gonna put it here. So you come in and you're already at the counter. And you have just enough. I can maybe even move it back a little bit more than that. Maybe just against the wall here. Maybe anal about this, aren't I? People laugh, designers do this all the time. It's like, no, no, we'll be OCD. It's like 2 point pixel points forward. Okay, I think that's fine. So we have a spot to sit, and we can put some storage sales stuff behind, or, you know, orders ready to ship or something. They're just waiting for pickup. And then over here is going to be the workshop, where they're doing all the actual crafts out of the way. If people want to gawk, they can do it through the windows. If they don't want to do it, they can, you know, shut a blind or whatever. It gets hot. That's like, you're working with really hot heats for metal, so having all the windows makes sense in the workshop. So the upstairs apartment is going to be very warm, I'd imagine. It wouldn't need its own fireplace. Okay, so now we need more lighting in this space. You want to put one up here? It's gonna light the whole area? Or should I put one over here? Yeah, maybe we'll put one over here instead. We got 2 left. We'll put it on this middle wall. We got a door on this side. Maybe I can get like a hanging one for this space. It doesn't have a very good... I suppose I can put it over here on this. It doesn't have a very good spot for a light in this space. Okay, so it gets a little dark. We'll put a candle over there later. I'm okay with this section just being dark. We're gonna need another light. I'm gonna do kitchen stuff too, so I'm gonna leave down here until we're done kitchen stuff. This is the best wall over here for lighting. Alright. But I still gotta do the kitchen. We need the kitchen stovey type thing. We're getting there. It's starting to look more like a blacksmith shop. Okay. So, oh, the bathroom stuff. We got daylight, so we can come back down here. So we're gonna have a toilet on this wall. And a sink on this wall. That's all it is. It's a half bath, essentially. I'm not gonna need a bathtub. And I can do either a wall partition or another door here. I need the fireplace for that. which I can get from over here. Where's my fireplace? You can make it over here, right? A table, 2 chairs. Like, we're starting basic, right? Everyone goes, oh, I'm gonna make the most expensive stuff, and then spend hours and hours searching for, whatever. Whereas I like to put in really quickly the easy make stuff, and maybe over time I'll upgrade it with nicer things. That is not straight. Nope. Right? And then I can even put this back further, I guess. And then we're gonna do... Ooh, it has to be stone in the fireplace. Like so. Okay, and I can throw this even back one more. Or even one more. So we limit the amount of space we're losing on the hearth here. Okay, and then we got a table. Which we can just throw in the center of the space, actually. And we got some chairs. One here. One on this side. So I can make sure it's not sticking into the ground too far. Right, so we got 2 table chair thingies. We got some pots. What else we got? That's all we have for now. Okay. So, we're gonna need some stuff for on top of the table. Maybe like some shelves down this side. A butter churn. Maybe a shelf for a candle I can throw in here. And I can put some leftover stuff in here too. There we go. I want to be crouching. I have to figure out how I want to close off this window area as well. Because I don't think I need a open space, but it is nice sort of visually lighting or something. Like a sort of window well thing going on here. So we're gonna do... Alright, so we've got sort of like a exhaust way. Maybe he can gather water from the thing here. Just step down to scoop some water if you need water. That's dangerous if it floods because the water will come up, but if it does, it's only flooding your bathroom and your kitchen. That's why the storage for the foods and things should be up higher. So if the water rises, you can see it happening, and you can start moving stuff up to higher levels. Alright, I'm okay with how this looks. I just need a shelf and some other stuff in here. I might want like a weapon stand or something, or some shields, or something decorative to make the front hall look better. Maybe some barrels or crates to go up here. We lost some pieces here. Alright. Alright. Better? A little bit better? We got the storage loft over here, which is definitely going to need barrels or crates. We gotta do the double bed concept. Or at least one bed, so I need to start doing the beds. Candles. Beds, candles, crates, and... okay, so what have we got in here? We need string and wax. I'll drop the resin for a second. We need this, orange sheets. What am I missing? Strings. I thought I picked up the strings. Did I pick up paper instead of strings? We just ran out. Okay. I'm gonna have enough. So the 2 beds. 2 more of these hearths for their bedrooms. 2 of these. And I need... Oh, we're out of space again. Okay, feathers... Nope. Actually, yeah, that's fine. Okay. So we got 2 of those, 2 beds. 2 hearths for their warmth in bedroom. 2 candles. I want a shelf. Shelf. I mean, I'm gonna want some of this stuff. I'm gonna use up anything I need, but let's do the shelves first. Let's do a shelf. And a shelf. Shelf. Some mugs. Plates. Look at all these crates. Wood planks. Nails. I guess we'll just add one of those for now. I gotta put some stuff away again. We have too much stuff in our inventory.
Hello.
Take that. Take that. And steel. Wood planks. So we got a crate, a trough. What do we need for that? 2 metal sheets. We're running out of stuff. Alright, we'll go with this for now. Okay, so we're gonna start with the beds. So in the bedroom, we're gonna have a hearth over here. Well, hold on, the hearth should be in the center of this space, I think. So I can also fix this up a little bit more. To make it like even, right? And we're gonna pick this up. I'm gonna center that. Okay, and then we're gonna bring this down. Make it a little bit fancier. So we got this crazy craftsmanship here. I don't need it to be gaudy or anything like that, but it's here. Right? How's that looking? And do I want to put this back? No, I like having, we'll do this. Put it in 2 more. No, that one goes out. Yeah. Now we have kind of a more official warm fire looking thing. It's a little nicer. And then we have the bed, which was gonna go down over here. Because you being a jerk on the slopes, we're gonna do that. Just a little bed and a candle, lighting up his bed in that corner. And he had like his belongings and stuff lying along the floor there. And over here is a common room where he'd probably have a little chair, a nicer chair to sit by the warm fire, and whatever. Now the daughter doesn't need a fire. She's already sleeping over top of let me just drop before I go too far. Crate goes into the storage over here. I only have one crate right now. Okay, we'll put it near the front here. Alright, that's all I have right now is a crate. So the daughter won't need heat because she's over top of the hot forge, but she, in case she wants to cook something or have heat, we can put something in the corner here. Pretend it's connected to the forge downstairs. This is like the apprentice slot room, right? It's not as nice as the main room. But it's a nice large space. Like apprentices probably wouldn't have had this much space, right? Or they'd be bunking with multiple peoples. Like all of the apprentices would probably be in one bunk space. But he only has his daughter, so his daughter has a nicer space. So now I have the kitchen stuff, which is this and this. We're getting there, we're still embellishing. So we're gonna put the large cabinet on this wall. We're gonna put at least one mug on the table, and then the rest on the shelf. Just for, you know, decoration's sake. And we have someone was eating breakfast at the table. And then again, we can put these on the shelf. Okay, good, it did break it. I didn't want to do that! So I got some plates there, some cups. Okay, that's a good start to a kitchen. It's not done. We still have this whole wall we can use for stuff. Okay, hold on. My ear is sore because the headphone is rubbing against my ear. Let me just put my hood up with my furry softness and give it some space. Okay. I know I'm a dork. Okay, so we've placed everything, right? The only thing we haven't placed is the trough, which I got for the horse thing outside. So if you were coming to get your horse's shoot, for example, you'd probably drop your horses here, let them take a look at it. I'm just gonna put it there. I can move this a little bit more to the left. We have space. Like so. I can do a little fence here, or some sort of hitching post, but you get the idea. You'd, you know, hitch your horse here, and then you'd go into the blacksmith, and they'd come out and take a look at it. Okay. So I'm cool with the front of this area. I don't know what I'm going to use as a hitching post. Is there a fence type thing? Uh... what do we got? Like, I've got a palisade. I can sink this into the ground or a fence into the ground. How far can I sink that? That is really huge. It'd be nice if I could scale it down. Alright, well, what am I gonna do with this now? Oh, it's not gonna let me sink it down. That is disappointing. Alright, well, now you're just embellishment on the gate. Cool, now you're just embellishment on the gate. Well, I didn't waste it, at least, but it wasn't quite what I wanted it for. Need something for a hitching post. I guess we'll go back and we'll take a look. We need more metal plates for the crate section of the storage. We might also need some storage racks. I have a shelf here. It's on the wall, so I can put like a display here for weapons. Maybe another stool here to sit. And I don't know what I'll put. Maybe I'll put the little crate back there instead. Because it's a little crate. It's not a big barrel, it's just a little crate. What are we doing here? Okay. Like his blacksmith tools there, it's attached to this, his anvil. What else do I want to add? Think. I can do more plates, I can do more stuff along this wall. Like lower shelves. It's a good start. I can do a partition wall. Something crude, if we have a crude partition wall. Or another door. I think it'd be easier to just put a door. Let's get a door. Another window for the space upstairs. So I need a door. Maybe I can use one of these for a hitching post. I'm gonna need nails if I want to do that. 3 more of those. Direction signs. Signpost hole. Can I do 2 of these and 1 of these? How long is that signpost hole? We're working the problem. Yeah, it's acceptable. Can open inward. Then we have windows for up here. One. 2. We can fill this in. About with the windows, I just want the door to be a little bit more logical. Okay. It opens inward, right? No, I want to open inward. God damn it. What the fuck? You're just gonna open the direction I... Oh, whatever. We'll do that then. Just leave it shut is fine. And I got another window for over here. Just to at least do the bottom section. I can raise this guy up. Do something like that. Close enough, right? Best I can do with what I got. I'm trying to do this as cheaply as possible, otherwise it takes forever. I'm trying to find stuff. Now, my hitching post. How tall is this? I want to rotate it. Why am I... No, I want to... do a hitching post like this. I mean, it doesn't have to be straight, right? We're gonna hitch them in front of the water so they can at least tie them to a lower post or something. Oops. Like some... oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I can make this into a hitching post. You get the general idea, right? I would like this to be a little bit angled better, but... edits. I could put stuff on the sign. I don't want to put stuff on the sign. I just want to... Nope, I want to pick up this bar. That's better. So this is... I was fine with where that was. That was where it was supposed to be. This, I was trying to sort of space it evenly. Right? And then I wanted a hitching post. Use the ground as a level. Right? And then we're gonna raise this up. So you just have a... it's not very angled, right? Again. But whatever, it's crude. You get the idea. They have just some really crude pole that they can tie their frigging horse up to. And then they can drink whatever's in the trough. Or feed it, whatever they're doing with it. Good enough. What else do I have? Nothing. Okay, so we're thinking weapon stand for this wall. A book for accounts on the front desk. Where did I put the books? In here? Books. Here. I need the account book. They're not gonna have many books, but they are gonna have an account book. I'm gonna use this book. They're gonna track their business, right? These. Then I need the standy things. I need metal sheets. We needed metal sheets and nails. Oh, we're not gonna have enough stuff here. We need metal sheets. So I wanted to do a butter churn, but that's lower priority than some of the other stuff. I want stands. Wall. So I want the wall ones, right? So we can do a shield mount, two-handed weapon, a dagger. So a one-handed melee, two-handed melee, shield, dagger. He's not a boyer, really. I have enough for one more. I can do a mannequin if we have armor as well. And then we have stuff for crates. We ran out of stuff. Barrel. And crate. Alright. Go to sleep. I'll take that back. We'll go till about the 3-hour mark. Get as far as we can get in as the challenge. It's like, what can we build in 3 hours or less? That's the format I'm going with. Okay. We're also gonna need... do we have some weapons or armor? Okay, we got this thing. Noble sword. Guillotine axe, that's a good start. Okay, so we have our account book here. Just gonna have to go onto the desk. Like so. Then we have a one-handed melee thingy. Which I can put stuff in. Right. I assume it would go the... it's up and down, whatever. Backpack. I could put it in a different angle, I guess. This one is an axe. How big is this axe gonna be? That's acceptable, I think. But I kind of like the idea of them being in the other direction. Like, I like the idea of them being tilted this way. Oh, for fuck's sake, that's the wrong way. No. Try it again. So I gotta point it this way. Like so? Okay, and then this one is the same, right? Yeah, of course not. We're gonna turn that around. I'm gonna get rid of this. Kind of sticking on the wall funny. Okay, and then we got a dagger. And a shield. Shield would be right side up. Then a suit of armor. Its armor will be in the middle. Okay, so we're gonna... This is examples of what he can craft. I think this one's the wrong way. I think we'll go this way, right? Alright. So we got a guillotine axe, we've got a sword, we've got a suit of armor, which I did have this thing. So I'm sure they wouldn't have anything on the wall because they'd be stolen from. But in my world, there is no theft because people get murdered that gets try to steal from our cities. Anyway, What else do we have? Oh yeah, the crate. And the barrel. Storage. We have some storage upstairs. Like if anything that isn't picked up would go upstairs maybe. Out of the view and temptation. Into a locked room or a locked space. Alright. So that's not bad. I think that's a good start for our blacksmith shop here, and I can throw our apprentice lady down here. Put her into the bed space above. It's a good start. It's not perfect. It's not fully embellished, but at least it's workable. They have stuff to work with. I've got a functional shop, so I don't have to run back to the other area if I have the stuff. And I can start making the stew stuff by dumping the wood logs in there. You give me charcoal. What do we need? Springlands dirt. Well, that's not too hard to find. Okay, so that's, I think, all we're going to do this week. But you can see we've restored the structure of the building, and we've got the basic shell of the innards. We've got plenty of stuff. We've got a shop space here we can update further. We can embellish the workshop further, even the kitchen and the bedrooms. There's plenty of space to work with. But at least enough of it's there so you can tell what it's supposed to be. And it's a lot more than what we had before this episode. So, next time, we'll probably tackle maybe the animal sanctuary and the farm. Continue on a pathward in the city. And the next thing before the next gate is going to be the farm. So my plan was potentially going to be an animal sanctuary, where I was going to make this a nicer full farm, do a wet farm below, which actually that might be sufficient, and then the whole space behind here, I was going to like up to the full range of our city, out here, I was going to make a full animal sanctuary sort of zoo. Or enclosure to put several of the other animals. Because I have all this land here, right? So maybe that'll be next week's challenge. Figure out how to do that. And then we'll tweak our farm so it looks nicer. Because all we have right now is this little building of capybaras. But we have so many other animals that if we wanted to move our full city here, would not have had a home. So we'll have to think that problem through. And then I need to create a proper space. Maybe a proper loft, lower the loft down further. We'll think on that. So we can get a proper bedroom upstairs. Anyway, that is it for this week's episode of Renovate the Blacksmith Shop. And until next time.